Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben R. Rider. Today we're testing out the new Yamaha XMAX 300 2021 model with Euro 5 engine. And here it is, finally. It took a long time to finally get a test model, a test unit. Here it is. It is not equipped as standard here, this one. This version here, this model is equipped with a sports pack, meaning you have the sports windshield, you have these handlebar end, I don't know how you call these, weights or something. And you have also these foot, the pedestals also, I never know how to call this in English. And also the sports version, sports pack has this special license plate holder. Also, you know, if you don't see the other one, I don't know what the difference is really, to be honest. From the power, they are really similar to the Honda Forza 350. I will put a chart on the screen so you can see that they are actually not that different, you know, in power and maybe torque. The other engine is 300, almost 40 cc larger or bigger from the Honda, but it is not really much more powerful than this one. So, and also this one is lighter, the other one is a bit heavier, so you know, go figure. Anyways, I think they're both on par, they're both the same, actually they feel the same way. So let's get to the controls, the storage space and the display. On the left hand side we have the rear brake lever, then we have the high beam, low beam and passing light signal switch. We have the turn signal switch, which seems to have a very high quality. We have the horn button here. On the right hand side we have the kill switch, the hazard light switch and the trip info button for the display to change the display. That's about it. On the handlebars also we have the front disc brake handle or lever, I should say. In the middle we have the ignition key or switch, or I don't know how you call it without a key or without a without a key anymore. You have different positions for ignition, on, for open the seat and so on. We will go to this now. Open up the seat or the lid, they call it. Here is the glove compartment on the left hand side, which is this one. It is not too bad, actually. It is lockable and you have a 12 volt socket there. It's not USB, it is 12 volt. on the right hand side we have a lid which is not lockable. Let's go to the other side there. So let's have a look at this. It's basically the same size as the left hand side, only it does not contain a 12-volt socket. So that's also pretty cool. Unfortunately not lockable. So let's open up the seat. We press the seat button here. We open up the seat. It goes like this. And the underseat storage space is fairly large. The pictogram actually in the compartment says 2 full-size helmets can fit in there, but I seriously doubt that. My helmet does not fit in this position. It will fit in this position as described. And so it's basically the same as on the Honda Forza, because on the Forza also I was not able to put in my helmet in the innermost part of the compartment there. So we also have a courtesy light in this compartment, which is on this side here. I don't know if you can see this here. There's a courtesy light, and that's about it. So let's get to the display or the instrument panel. On the left hand side we have the speedometer, and the right hand side we have the RPM counter. Both instruments are very, very sharp and clear. The needles seem to be of high quality, although probably just basic plastic, but it seems much better than on most or any other scooters, you know. Especially like I'm just thinking about Sim, and they, you know, these gauges from Sim, they really look cheap, to be honest. So let's turn it on. We put it in the on position, and we turn now we have to put it on the ignition position. So here we go. It turns on. The upper portion of the display you can change with the little button I showed you on the right hand side. Currently you can select the air temperature, then the battery voltage, TCN on or off. You can turn it on or off. Then you have the actual fuel consumption in kilometers per liter and liter per 100. Also the fuel consumption, average fuel consumption, kilometers and liters, and we have the average speed, and that's all there is to it. In the middle is the clock, down below is the odometer. So that's basically it about the Yamaha XMAX 300 2021. Nothing really changed to the previous model, only, you know, that it is actually Euro 5 compliant now. And yeah, that's about it. We have some new colors. We have a TechMax version, which is more expensive. We have some extra packs, as you can see, you know, this is the sports pack here, and so forth and so on. That's about it. Basically, I will swing my butt back onto the scooter now, and we will go back to the dealer, and I will show you a little bit how it rides and how it handles. First of all, we will do the sound check, of course. So this is the Yamaha XMAX 300 2021 model, Euro 5 compliant. We'll take it now back to the dealer. I will show you how it rides, how it handles. So let's go and take a ride. The first thing that you notice when you sit on this beast, on this maxi scooter, on this very big and pretty powerful maxi scooter, is that the seat is very, very, very wide. So even if you're pretty tall or not so tall, you have to be careful. Maybe you will not reach down to the ground. I'm 175 and I can tiptoe now. And of course, you know, my stand is not so good and so even, because yeah, I only tiptoe, although the seat is maybe only, I don't know, 800 or something. Anyways, let's turn it into the on position. The key we have put in here, and then just start it up. The feet position is also not ideal, unfortunately, but it's pretty similar than on the Honda Forza 350. Yeah, the feet, I'm 175, and you don't really have, I mean, you can put them there, but it's not really that comfortable. You cannot really stretch out or anything. Although you have longer, you know, you can put them there, but it doesn't help you because it's a kind of an awkward position. So it is probably better to be in the toilet position, you know, after all. So let's go back to Málaga. Okay, this is the average speed, the average fuel. It is, I just reset it, so it will take maybe a while to compute. Anyways, yeah, so the seat is very comfortable, though it is hard and firm, but it's comfortable. The lumbar support is very dominant, so yeah, it is kind of hard there in the rear. It's not really that soft. The feet position I already told you about. It's not ideal, at least not for me. Maybe you have to be really small to be on this, but then on the other hand you cannot reach down to the ground. Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of a problem. What else do we have? I just recently test rode the Honda Forza 350, and actually I wanted to test ride both of them on the same day, but it was not possible because of a misunderstanding with one of the dealers, so I was not able. Now 1 week later we finally have the XMAX 300 here in stock for test ride, and I can finally test ride it. And yeah, this one has a sports pack, so the regular version actually has a bigger windscreen, and I think I actually like this much better. I remember from the old model it was pretty nice, the windscreen, although it was not adjustable as far as I know, at least not electronically. It was pretty nice, it was pretty decent, and it held up the wind for you. It has a lot of power, 28 or 29 horsepower. So yeah, about the suspension, since we're going about over these bumps, it is kind of firm, but still it is, I think, still acceptable. Maybe you can change it, I don't know, but compared to some other Chinese scooters or South Korean scooters, this one, I think it has pretty good suspension from the factory. So maximum power here, and yeah, it feels good to be on a 300. It definitely is quite a difference to a 125. You have so much more power to play around with. Rear brake comes on first with ABS. Yeah, very strong braking power. Nothing to complain about that. The Honda Forza 350 was specifically at slow maneuvering speeds. I liked it very much, like handling, you know, when parking and stuff like that. I liked it very much. Maybe it was a better balance than this one here. I think this is definitely a plus point to the Honda Forza, the handling and the low speed handling, maneuverability. This one is okay, but if I had to choose, I guess I would choose the Honda Forza maneuverability. naturally because we don't have a windscreen. But this windscreen, the sports windscreen, is not really ideal, I think, because it blows all the wind into my helmet, into the camera, into the microphone, into my face basically. I don't really like the sporty windscreen. Either no windscreen or maybe a full-size windscreen, but this one is terrible actually at higher speeds. So I would never ever recommend the sporty windscreen here. Yeah, from the seating, how you feel at higher speeds, you still feel safe. It's no problem with it. And yeah, you feel pretty good that you can take higher speeds with this. You don't have to worry about this. Although, you know, I was on the 300 with a higher windscreen, with a regular windscreen, and I really liked it because, you know, you went up to speed very, very easily, you know. But with this one, it is very hard. You have, of course, you have very much pressure on your chest and on your helmet, so it's not that easy. But with the other windscreen, I think it's much better. So, as I said, I don't really recommend this sporty windscreen. Yeah, the performance is pretty nice for 300. I think it has a lot of power, and I'm not really sure if I can actually feel a difference to the 5 horsepower or with what is it called, XMAX Sim 400, which has 5 horsepower more, I think. I don't think that I feel a difference. And this also has enough power for the highway, freeway, so you don't have to worry in the city, definitely. So the 300 is an all-around talent, you know. It covers all the tracks, everything what you need it can do actually. Yeah, so that's basically it. We will go back to the dealer now. I spare you the rest basically because there's not much else to say. All in all, it's a very nice scooter. I can highly recommend it. If you compare it to the Forza 350, you have a hard time in comparing it because, you know, it might be in the end a matter of design and taste, what you like better, you know, from the looks, from the outside. For me, at the moment, I'd say I would kind of, you know, tend to go with the XMAX because I like the looks better than the Forza. But you know, I think it's a matter of taste in the end. Which one has more power? I don't think you can really say that, you know, unless you do laboratory tests, you know, and stuff like that. I think they're both the same. If I haven't said so, I think I forgot to say goodbye to you. Yeah, there's not much else to say. We're in a traffic jam now, and we might have an accident there. Anyways, I'm really happy with this XMAX 300. If I were in the market for one at the moment and had the money, I guess I would get this instead of the other one. But you know, maybe it's a matter of taste. Anyways, thanks very much for watching my test ride of the XMAX 300. Take care and bye bye. Thanks.